Welcome to Pingrup Footy Oval here for the round 3 clash between Boxwood Hills and Lake Race Pingrup. We're joined here today, my name's Rick Carpenter. I'm joined by Association President John O'Neill. Welcome, Jono.
Yeah, welcome, Rick, and great to have you on again. And you did a great job last year. It's great to be here. It's a good day, and as we were just talking about, fantastic start of the season, so everybody's happy, and let's hope we have a good game of footy and enjoy the day. So
yeah, no, absolutely, Jono. Completely agree. It's two reasonable footy sides here today. Lake Grace, obviously last year's premiers, and Boxwood have been up and about for the last few years, and have started with a couple of losses this year, but both teams coming off a loss. Surprisingly, Lake Grace last week went down to Jerry, but Jerry's a much improved side this year, which is good. And yeah, Boxwood had a couple of an early blowout against Ongerup, and then a tight loss last week to Newdigate, but they're hoping that they can keep building, and a few players come back in, and I think similar story for Lake Grace, Jono. Yeah, some handy ins for them. Just touching quickly on them, Josh Cameron, he was down last year, originally a Lake Grace boy, and then last year was down at Boxwood working for one of the fellas down there, and Justin Joyce, obviously a very handy in for them, for Lake Grace. He's played at a high level in Waffle level in at Subiaco, and yeah, so very very fortunate to get him back, and yeah, looking forward to another great day here at Pingrup. These two sides met here last year. It was a bit of a blowout to Lake Grace actually, but it's good here to come, and the oval is looking spectacular. Yeah,
no, it is, Rick. It's fantastic, and it's a clash of the Bombers today, mate. You know?
It is the clash of the Bombers,
and we don't have these days without the sponsors for this filming, and we're doing from AFGRI. Great Southern Fuels and Delta Ag, so we thank them for coming on board and making it all happen. So
yeah, absolutely. Country footies, it works so strongly on volunteers and good sponsorship, so we're very lucky to have what we've got. And yeah, we'll see how we go. We've got Lake Grace. I'm pretty sure they won the toss, and they're kicking to the left of screen, as you guys would be looking at it today. Yep. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. In the ruck, starting up for Lake Grace Pingrup, there's Reuben. Reuben Smith's been a long time hard man for them, and that's Will Jones in there as well. Free kick here going to Justin Joyce. Got held in the contest there. Long kick forward. It's gone over the head. Down into the forward pocket.
Young Lewis Garrard.
Lewis Garrard there. Handball flicked out the back. Sammy Batola, nice kick up on the wing. Ryan Vaux, instead of going for the mark, went for a spoil. It's an odd option. And ball trickles out over the boundary.
He was in position to mark that.
He was.
Does.
Yeah, no. He's got a reasonable set of hands, Rowan. So odd decision, but that's all right. Early in the game.
It's going to need the binoculars here, Rick.
Yeah, it is. It's a fair way from where we are at the racetrack here at Pingrup. But good view. In around the contest here, we've got two older fellas, Matty Campbell for Boxwood, who, as you can tell by the lack of hair on his head, is closer to 40 than he is 30, and Luke Bairstow as well. Last year's life member of the association, Jono, and a very good servant of Lake Grace and the association.
Yeah, no, he has been great for the IFA. Well, both of them actually, Matty Campbell. Pretty handy players. Yeah,
very, very handy players. That's Wade Bambling there, kicking to the forward line. He was looking for big Lukey Moore. Oh, there's an early injury here. I think that's Brett Plain that's down on the ground.
Yeah, he caught one in the back, actually winded him by the look of it.
Yeah. Thrown in the forward pocket for Lake Grace. And a free kick, I think that's Sammy Batola, but
a nice kick.
That is a good kick. Well rebounded here. Oh, big Maury. He comes down from Perth, I believe, Jono, and he's very, very talented footy player. He can sell candy. Seamus Moore is still looking for the piece of candy that he sold him in last. Seamus Hitchett, sorry, for looking for the bit of candy that he sold him in last year's grand final. I reckon Maury will kick this.
Here's his second year down here. He's been very handy for the Lake Race Pingrup side.
And he pops it through.
Don't forget we're looking for goal of the day and mark of the day today, which will go into the draw at the end of the season. Mark of the day gets a pretty big hefty prize from AFCRI Machinery, and goal of the day gets 2 nights and accommodation and everything at the Broome Resort.
Oh,
so
that's the go.
And
so there'll be some people there looking to do some pretty spectacular things.
And that's Kimberley Accommodation Group sponsors that.
Yep. And then the AFCRI, so the goal of the day for AFCRI, and then if you win the mark of the year, it's $3,000, isn't it, John?
That's it.
Yeah, $3,000. Hayden Richter bursts out of the middle. Harry Joy kicks forward. Bit of a mongrelly old kick going into the forward line. Brad Joyce down there at full forward, applying a bit of pressure. Mitchell Smith, one of the captains, breaks away. No, someone forgets to stand on the mark.
Oh, good strong hands.
That's a good set of hands. Kicks out. I think that's Harry Regan there. Oh, that was very, very good from Harry Regan. Looks for that man Maury.
Sam Patol did a hell of a job back down there, like he usually does, Rick.
Yeah, very
solid.
Very good defender.
Play.
Rowan Vaught spills one there.
Perhaps that's why he punched the first one. He's not.
Yeah, that's it. He's not confident. He's a bit confused. He had a bit of rain there last night. And normally doesn't rain that much at North Ongerup, according to Brendan O'Neill. He reckons it never rains at all. The new house in Bremen would suggest otherwise, though, Jono.
I would think so. I was going to say that.
Throw in on the outer wing. Kicked into the forward line. Louis kicks to that man, Maury. Oh, no, that's not Maury. That's Jacko Calopi.
They look very similar from here.
Yeah. Similar builds. I see Jacko's embraced the off-season, Jono.
He has, mate. Yeah. He's been a good paddock for the last couple of months. Just go back him, really, wouldn't you?
Yeah, no. If he was directly in front, I wouldn't back him. From out there in the pocket, I think he will. And he has.
I think he spends all his training nights practicing in those pockets. So.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's been a good forward for a long time. He's kicked a lot of goals for Lake Race.
Yeah, he's only a boy.
Yep. So there is a reasonable breeze here today, and Lake Race Pingrup are kicking with it at the moment. I reckon it'll be a 3 or 4 goal breeze. It is dropping off towards the end of the day, so a good toss to win.
So they'll win the toss and batting, get the runs on the board.
That's right. 9 out of 10 times you bat, and the 10th time you bat anyway.
That's it.
Matty Campbell trying to burst through there, just spilled it.
How many times have we seen that over the years?
Oh, he's
Matty Campbell taking the ball out of the packs.
Yeah. And he goes again. Handball flicked it back to Hayden Richter.
Oh, great.
That's a lovely kick. Luke Treby marked it there. Looking for big Bradley Joyce. Well spoiled by Leighton Smith. Very good tackle there. Good pressure for both teams. Locked into the forward pocket for Boxwood. They haven't been down there much. Well kicked into the forward line, but Mitch Smith sitting in the right spot.
Always seems to, Mitch.
Kicks out for brother
Leighton.
Yeah, brother Leighton Smith. They lost, in my opinion, the best footballer out of the lot of them. Their brother Reggie, previous Ganser medal winner, and I believe he probably should have won it last year as well. Matty Campbell won the free kick there. Oh, that's a terrible kick. Kicked it to his last year's work in Josh Cameron. Chipped out to Luke Bairstow.
Still looking at that bonus for his old boss, is he?
Yeah, yeah.
Keep it straight.
Well done by Will Jones there. Mitch Thornton, oh well, like a thief in the night there, George Bungie. Kicks into Big Bradley. Oh, I reckon that's holding the ball. Mitch Smith took on a little bit more than he could chew there, the Prince of Pingrup. Bradley Joyce is trying to convince everyone that he's a full forward. He's been a ruckman his whole life, but he's normally a very good kick. And he pops that one through.
Is that the first? Second?
That's their first
goal for Boxwood.
First for Boxwood for the day. And good to kick one into the breeze. I think goals kicked into the wind today will be very important.
Yep. Lake Grace Pingrup 2, 12 points, and Boxwood 1, 6 points.
I want to do a bit of a shout out today to two umpires. We're very lucky in the IFA to have some very good umpires. I believe Jono, one of them there who's about to bowl it up in the middle, Billy Small, has been a champion of the OFA, and now he's umpiring, and the others, Earl Gray out there, Darren Gray, he's done a mountain of work. Boxwood break out of the middle there. Riv Hyde, kicking to half forward. That's a poor kick by Riv Hyde. He looks like he's been sitting on the tractor and hasn't been for a run for about 6 years, I reckon. Mitch Thornton. Oh, and Thorny kicked it out on the full. He'll be disappointed with that, especially Tyson Prater had the ball, and I believe is probably one of the best kicks in the OFA.
I think there's a few tractor leagues there. It's not.
Yep.
No, just following the
George
the legs at the moment.
Yeah, George Bungie kicks that into Hayden Richter, the captain of the Boxwood side. That's a beautiful kick. Kicks it to Leighton Curtin. He's a bit slow to turn around there, really. He was admiring his mark. Oh,
good grab.
Brad Joyce takes a great mark up forward there.
It's a bit of strength there. Held the young Lake Grace Pingrup bloke at bay.
I'm not sure old Bradley's legs can make it this far. And if you can kick it from there into the breeze, that's a great kick.
That is a nice kick.
Oh, just fell short. Matty Campbell has not made the distance from 6 metres out. He's fallen 4 metres short.
But he's on his opposite foot, so we've got to give him that.
Harry Joy gets the ball. Well, that's a good tackle. Oh, they're out here, Lake Grace Pingrup. Jacko Calliope, a long way out of the goal square.
Unfamiliar territory that for Jacko.
Yeah. Kicks up to Wade.
She's an open paddock. She's Pagan's paddock up there.
Yeah, it is. Appears to be a lot of forward running from the Boxwood boys. Oh, now it's going to turn the other way. Hayden Richter steps around him.
Oh, nice pass.
Just fell short. Leighton Smith comes down. Ooh.
Jai Holmes, he had a cracker of a game last week.
George Bungie down in the back pocket this year.
The Boxwood Hills boys are organised down the back line there.
Yeah, no, they are. They're controlling it. The ball's coming in pretty hot too. And just settling down. Harry Joy, short little kick to Luke Treby. Good hands by Luke. Well, he plays on. Kicks in the forward line. Finds Matthew Campbell. Oh, well read by Reuben Smith there. Well, that's a good tackle. Well picked up by Leighton Smith, but well tackled as well. Ball up. Justin Joyce kicks it out. Doesn't really go anywhere. Both teams very willing at the moment. It's a good tackle. It'll be a ball up. Billy Smallwood balls it up. Just forward to centre for Lake Grace. Reuben kicks it forward. Well, Morey stopped there when he probably should have kept going.
Yeah, the Boxwood backline's really organised down there. They're it's very open, so it's
certainly is. Good pressure by Lake Grace on the outer wing. Mitch Smith slows it down. It's Louis Garrard.
He's getting a bit of the ball.
He is. He's doing well. He's taken on a bit there. Tyson Prater, who's been around for a long time, was pretty solid there. Luke Bairstow, too smart there. Too smart.
Yeah, Luke spent a fair bit of time in the forward line nowadays.
Yeah.
Last week he come out of the forward line when they really needed to pick up and get into the game. He was all over the ground.
Yep. He's been a very good footballer for a long time.
He works bloody hard at it too.
He does. And puts it through from about 40 metres out directly in front. Brett Plain will be a little bit disappointed with that, but you know, he is playing on one of the best footballers in the comp in Luke Bairstow. And after kicking that goal, Luke Bairstow's gone into the middle.
A bit of a limp there, Luke, in that contest.
Yeah. Oh, well out. Harry Regan here. Just overcooks it a little bit with the kick. Out onto the outer wing. It's a good contest there for the footy. Well fought out by both players. That's Luke Creevy. Be balled up on the far side. Pingrup oval here is quite a short oval, but quite wide. And teams, if they move the ball well, can use that outer space really, really well. You can get on the outside and can take the game on.
He's got a lot of room. It seems to have, it seems to be a lot more open than you see on the smaller grounds.
Yeah, definitely.
Or the narrower grounds, anyway.
And and a pretty good day for footy today.
Beautiful.
There's a little bit of rain this morning around, but yeah, it's dried up now and it's quite slick. Balled up again. Just forward to centre for Lake Grace Pingrup on the far side.
To the left of the radio.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Just a slowed up bit of play here after a few quick goals. Well, Leighton Smith could go straight through here. Well, Morey spills one there. He probably should have grabbed George Bungie down at the wrong end of the ground for him. He feels. But he looks quite good back there.
He's doing well. But I see Sam Batola's moved on to Morey, so...
Oh! That's a great grab there.
Oh, that's Justin.
Oh, that's Justin Joyce. Yeah. As we said before, played waffle level footy for Subiaco. I think he won a couple of flags up there, Jono, as well.
He did actually. Played 129 games for Subiaco.
Well, there you go. He mustn't have been cheap for Lake Grace Pingrup to get him down, Jono.
No, he spent all his primary school days here, Rick.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
And Lake Grace just wanted to come home and play for...
Oh, wonderful.
Play for his old mates like Luke and Tyson and all those guys. So.
It is good. It's great. Good. It's great when you can get those high-level footy players back to playing country footy and coming back, and they help drive a good standard, not only among their own team, but at the association level too.
Oh, it is. You go to the footy to watch the good players like that, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Like Fraser House, it's great. It'd be great to see him back playing because that's what you go to footy to watch.
Yeah, exactly right.
Those players, the cream comes to the top, and it's enjoyable to watch.
Definitely.
when they're kicking goals against you, you got to respect them.
Oh, absolutely. Matty Campbell gets the ball out of the middle again. Tyson Prater cuts it off. He's been doing that for a long time. Harris Regan again. Oh, that's a nice kick. It's Wade at half forward. He's been pretty handy today. Well cut off there by Brett Plain.
Oh, he's kicked that from nowhere.
Maury. He's delicious, that guy. I've seen him before, Jono. He was selling candy to the canteen ladies. That's how good he is.
Yep, he was there. He was that. Yeah, he just turned Sammy around then.
Yeah. He's out of Perth as well, as we discussed before.
Yeah,
what level of footy did he play?
I think he played. He's playing A-grade amateurs.
Yeah, right.
Perth,
Yep.
So,
Yep.
Him and Harry. Yeah.
Yep.
Harry Regan, which is a big footy name.
Yeah.
John Regan.
Yeah.
Fremantle area, East Fremantle area.
Thrown up. Chris Poot in the ruck. Old Pooter. It's very well done by Pooter. Oh, that's a good kick.
Oh, yes.
Well in front, marked by there, like Luke Bairstow. Kicks for that man, Maury. Oh, well spoiled by Sammy Batola. Oh, good pressure there. Kicked out. Oh.
I think that was a bump ball, Rick.
Yeah, I think so. Whitey Bambling, the sergeant, nearly looked like he grabbed it, but I think it fell just short. Billy Smallwood to ball it up. 35 metres out, directly in front of the Lake Rose Pingrup goal.
Billy won't give you anything easy.
No. Oh. Justin Joyce just misses that. It was well read off the hands though there, Jono.
Yeah, they say the cream comes to the top, and he read it really well.
Yeah.
Very good on both sides of his body.
Yeah, watching him play there, it's impressive. I think Boxwood will want to be careful with when you've got Luke Bairstow, Harry Regan in the middle, and Justin Joyce. You've got to be careful that one of them doesn't get off the chain. Well kicked out by Brett Plain there.
Oh, nice.
That's a good kick. Matty Campbell on the outer wing.
Matty's the oldest in your team, and he's probably been in amongst your best.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's only had one training for the year too, Jono. He's been a very good footy player for a long period of time.
Oh, yeah.
Well read off the hands there.
Runner-up fairest and best with the association a few times, mate.
6, I think.
6, I think it was, yeah.
Oh, this is beautiful link play here by Lake Rose Pingrup. Unlucky not to finish in a goal there. So Boxwood got a new coach this year, Jason Richter. He's been the trainer for Boxwood for a long time, Jono, and he's being helped out by Greg Hyde, who was a stalwart of the Ongerup Footy Club for a long time. So yeah, two pretty good footy brains there. Jason was at Newdigate for a long period of time, played his footy there, and then now coaching, and he's driving quite a strong fitness program, which is important for the boys because they had probably dropped off these last couple of years. So yeah, driving a good standard, that more old school approach.
Very much, yeah. And being a trainer, I think he sees the importance of being a bit fitter.
Yeah, definitely. It's very important in country footy to be fit. George Bungy's got the ball there in the back pocket for Boxwood. Short little kick to Harry Joy. Oh, well spoiled.
And Greg Hyde, having him on board like that is, he was probably when he was playing in the top 5 or 6 in the league.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Calopi unlucky not to get a free kick there. Oh, there's been a bit of push and shove here between Sammy Batola and Jacko Calopi, and he gave away a free kick. That can be Jacko's downfall. Looking from the outside in, Jono, that he sometimes just lets his emotions get the better of him.
Certainly does. We see a bit of that from Jacko. He's matured a lot from what he was, but
definitely. George Bungy, nice little kick there. kicked out wide to Rowan Vaux. Quick little kick in. Brett Hooper there in the forward pocket. Luke Trevi kicked in. Oh, that was well read by Leighton Smith. Kicks out to Lewis Gerard, and he's open here. He's got time to move. Taps it down on the ground. Kicks forward up towards Lukey Bairstow. Playing on Matty Terry. Well done by Matt Terry, held it up there. And that's the end of the first quarter. Scoreboard reads 5 goals to 32 to Lake Grace Pingrup and 1 goal straight to Boxwood Hills. I don't feel that score probably reflects the game. It felt a bit tighter than that, I thought, Jono, but a well fought out first quarter, and that breeze is definitely worth a couple, I'd say. So this game is sitting there. Lake Grace have got a little handy buffer, 26-point buffer, but you know it's we'll just have to see how it plays out in this second quarter once both teams have had a kick with the wind, and we'll see where it sits.
Yeah, it's been like you mentioned early on, a few tractor legs. There's not real. It hasn't got exciting yet.
No,
it's just like tractor legs and things like that. So yeah, it's been a good hard fought game, but just not any quick flow on. So
yeah, definitely.
But you know, like you guys from Boxwood Hills, Matty Campbell, you know, the oldest bloke in the valley, how fantastic he's been. You know, like,
yeah,
just and you know George Bungie to back him up around there, and you know, like you mentioned, the old Luke Bairstow, I shouldn't call him that because he's a lot younger than me. He's been very good. Young Lewis Gerard, good to see him, young fella coming into the game in that first quarter. So yeah, but like you said, it's a 3 or 4 goal breeze at the moment, and we'll Lake Grace use that to their advantage a bit. And a nice and open forward line, like you said, big wide ground, huge wide ground, and if you don't use it properly, you can come unstuck. You know. Yeah,
definitely.
And you've got to run, you know.
Yeah, you got to run and you got to use the ball well. And both sides in that first quarter did do that, and they spread well. I wouldn't have said there was a lot of defensive pressure from either side. No. There was a few right in the middle of the quarter there where they just fought it out. It was a little bit of a stalemate, and then it sort of got a little bit more open after that. So it'll be interesting to see how the second quarter plays out. We'll just go for a break now, and then we'll be back at the start of the second quarter. Back for the start of the second quarter here at Pingrup, the local Pingrup Footy Club. where Lake Grace Pingrup, as we said before, have the lead 32-6. But they had the breeze in the first quarter, which is going right to left on your radio. So we'll see, see how it looks, and go from there at the start of the second quarter. Harry Joy in the ruck for Boxwood Hill, and Reuben Smith for Lake Grace Pingrup.
Excuse me.
Two older boys fighting it out there, Luke Bairstow and Matty Campbell. Rube, a good tap out. Kick forward. That was by Hayden Richter.
Left footers seem to be able to kick long way, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Mitchy Thornton there. Kicks it out.
Oh, he robbed that.
He did.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Well used. Rivers Hyde marks it just forward to centre. Short little kick to George Bungie.
He's getting a lot of the ball, George. He's been having a good start of the game.
George kicks it down towards Brad Joyce. And Brad Joyce marks out on the lead. He'll be kicking from about 45 metres out on a 45-degree angle. It was a good kick by George Bungie there.
Beautiful pass.
He's playing off a half-back flank and doing a very good job.
Oh, Joyce, you flower bagged that.
He did. He flower bagged that badly. Tyson Prater cleans up there. And keeps on running. That was very well done by Prates. Kicks out to Justin Joyce. Playing on Matty Terry there, I'd say. He's got a lockdown role.
There's that open paddock you talk about out there, Rick.
Absolutely.
Nice and open. You can use the ball then because it's...
Mitch Smith marks and switches it to Thornton. He was looking for Louis Gerard. He kicks back to Tyson Prater. Just controlling the footy here a bit. Not wanting to give it up. Well marked by Reuben. Well done by Luke Bairstow. Well, Harris Regan's out here. He turns Harry Joy around. Oh, look. Louis run under it. Rivers Hyde marks. Short little kick. Oh, he's miskicked that. Ryan Vaux has done pretty well there in the end. Brett Hooper, Ongerup boy. Jacob Jones running forward there. Oh,
he's picked that up well.
Joshy Cameron. Oh, goes to switch it back in. Oh, that's a miskick. Chased out and just over the line in front of the Boxwood bench.
How good are the ovals this year around the place, Rick?
Oh,
fantastic.
Yeah.
I know there's a good start to the season, but they're all fantastic. This is a great setup here now. So.
Oh, it's wonderful. It really is. Once again, it's the volunteers, Jono, that just put in so much work behind the scenes and make everything that we use, facilities, absolutely top notch.
Oh, we have to, Rick, out here. You know, it's a big thing in country sport, whatever it may be. You got to have it.
Ball's just stagnating here at half forward for Boxwood. Oh, no, Lake Grace are out now. Lake Grace Pingrup are out. Oh, that was well done. Kicks forward. Jacko Kalopi marks half forward. I reckon he'll look for Morey here. Oh,
yeah, Justin Joyce's eyes on that all the way.
Yeah. George Bungie just fumbles there. Hayden Richter marks, captain of the Boxwood side. A short little kick. Harry Joy marks and plays on. Handball to Matt Campbell, who looks forward. Well, Brad Joyce spills one that he probably should have taken. Kicks forward, well read by Mitch Smith. Jacob Jones hot on his tail. Oh, well done by Mitch Smith there. That's a good kick too. He's followed it up, Mitch Smith, and has got the ball at half-back flank now. Just slowing down.
Jai Holmes out in his own in the paddock here, Pagan's paddock.
Yeah. He's just worked hard there, Jai Holmes. He just ran hard. He's got plenty of space. No one's going towards him. Oh, he's miskicked that a little bit. It's going to work out all right. Wade's done pretty well there. Luke Bairstow chasing after it. Matty Campbell chasing after him. Good grab there by Jack Okolobi. Looks short for Morey. Oh, well spoiled by Sammy Vitola. Brett Hooper uses the ball well, kicks it to Harry Joy. Harry Joy now looks for the switch. Oh, he's miskicked that, and Tyson Prada yet again.
Read that well, Tyson. He does it all the time. He mops up all the time.
He certainly does.
Good contest down here with Morey and Sam Vitola.
Yeah, it is.
Both.
Mitch Thornton's run well forward there.
He had a great year last year, Mitch, and it really started off well this year too. So. Oh, great use of the body there.
Good use of the body by Harry Regan. Oh, but then well coming back by Hayden Richter.
He recovered well there.
Yeah.
Hayden.
And the ball goes out.
A good footballer, young Hayden. He's been good for Boxwood Hills.
He has.
Even when he was younger, very smart, very quick.
Yeah. Explosive pace out of the contest and left footer, so which seems to confuse every single footballer ever. Matty Campbell gets the ball. A little kick out. Ball onto the outer wing and goes out just forward of centre for Boxwood.
Another player we love to see is Jack Davis. What's he?
Yeah,
injured, is he?
Yeah, so Jack Davis, he hurt his hamstring earlier in the year. He's got quite bad hammies. He was actually looking really good in pre-season, but then he hurt his hammy, and then back at training on Thursday, rolled his ankle quite bad. So hopefully he gets back towards the middle or the end of the year, because he is an exciting footballer, and when he's on, I don't think there's many what can do what he can do, especially at that centre forward role. Boxwood have been pretty blessed for quite a while. We had Michael Swarbrick at centre forward, who I believe is probably one of the best centre forwards this comp has seen.
Junior Davis before that.
And Junior before that, and then get to follow that up with Jack. It's pretty fortunate. Ball just gets locked up at half forward there. A good little contest between Will Jones and Leighton Smith. Balled up by Billy Smallwood. Reuben wins the knockout again, but it doesn't go anywhere and it's locked up again.
Yeah, sort of like Jack, you can hold him down for 3 quarters and kick 5 in the last and make it pay.
Yeah, yep. No, he's one of those guys, just explosive. His old man Craig was an extremely good footy player.
Yeah, it used to be like the Lily Marsh thing with Craig and Junior.
Yeah.
Craig the Junior goal.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Ball out of the contest. Hayden Richter reads it well.
He's starting to get back into the game, Hayden, now.
Yeah. Kicks out towards club president Shane Davey. I've got a funny story about Shane for you, Jono. Last year he made a massive emotional speech about how he was retiring, and yet here we are in game 3 back again. Well read by Brett Hooper there, playing against Luke Bairstow. Kicks in towards Hayden Richter. He takes on, goes towards Brad Joyce.
He's got...
He spills it there at the last minute. He used his body well.
His buddy giving him something to... He's giving him a target down there, Brad. Pity you can't finish him off.
Justin Joyce towards Marcus Hunt. Well picked up by Rev Hyde. Hayden Richter again. I reckon he's had 5 touches in the last 2 minutes.
Good. Another one.
Good use of the body by Shane Davey. Falls over. And the ball's locked up.
I think he might have got a free kick push in the back there.
Yeah, unlucky.
The only thing missing was the saddle.
Yeah.
But Billy, lucky, doesn't give you anything.
The ball trickles out in the forward pocket. Rowan Vauxx probably should have just picked that up and just been a bit harder at the contest. Thrown in. And they're out here late, Grace. I reckon Mitch Smith's probably a bit unlucky not to get a free kick there.
Well, yeah, he's...
Mitch Thornton's done really well here. He's broken away. He's tearing down that outer wing. 3 bounces. Kicks in. Looking for Luke Bairstow. Luke marks in front of Brett Hooper. Jacko Colobi unlucky not to get a free kick there, I think. And it's going to get balled up by big Earl Grey. Matty Terry picks the ball up, kicks out towards Matt Campbell on the outer wing, making the old fella bend over. Does pretty well, kicks it. Be pretty lucky for that not to get called deliberate.
I think it went out at the full, actually.
Oh, it went out on the full, did it? Yep.
Yeah, that's what they indicated. Yeah.
Yep. It's a long way over there, Jono.
It is, mate. You need binoculars.
Tyson Prater marks. Short little kick to Harry Regan. There's no one within 25 metres of him. Kicks for Luke Bairstow. There's people all over him.
3 on 1 there.
Yep.
There's got to be someone loose. Luke's bloody not moving too flash there at the moment. He's holding his hip.
Balled up again. Good contest in here. Both sides cracking in. And no change to the quarter time score of 5 goals 2, 32 to Lake Rose Pingrup, and 1 goal straight to Boxwood Hill. Well cut off by Lake Rose Pingrup. Jacko Colopi, pretty good there. But well read by Brett Hooper.
Well, he went back there. That's just old style footy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone in the square. That was smart stuff.
Adding a bit of Ongerup. He's turned it over. He'll be disappointed with that, Brett, because he's a good user.
Did all the right things and got back. Cut it off and then...
And the sergeant kicks short to Justin Joyce.
Whose hands would you like him to be?
It's... He's starting to have a bit of an influence on this game.
Same as last weekend against Jerry. He sort of started off just getting to feel his feet and feeling his old teammates, and then away he went. Nearly dragged Lake Rose Pingrup over the line in the end on his own, but
wind's just picked up a bit, so he's kicking into a pretty strong breeze. And it goes out wide. Whoa.
That was out of bounds.
Yeah, I think that was out of bounds. He's pretty lucky there, I think, Maury. I reckon he can run around and snap this on his left.
The umpire's coming in. I think it was. It was outside the boundary when he got it second time.
Yeah. I completely agree, Jono. They're going to ball it up because I think everyone's a bit confused.
Yeah, George, who's run the boundary, he wouldn't have really had much of a clue, but with the second, when he juggled it out, he was way outside the boundary.
Yeah. Ball up there. Luke Treby picks it up. Whitey kicks it in. Goes out to Rowan Vauxhall. He's got a paddock there. Kicks out to old man Matthew Campbell on his left. Goes in towards Riv Hyde.
Well, we go here, 3.
Yep. Oh, that's good play there by Boxwood. Rowan Vauxhall kicks in, just has to hit the target. It's good defence there on Brad Joyce.
Yeah, Brad's had plenty of opportunities. He's presenting well, but...
just not quite sticking him.
No. I think Tyson Prater's gone back on him, hasn't he? Or no? No.
Out there to Luke Bairstow. And Luke there was very, very much out of the contest with his height, but just used his body well to stay in the contest and has locked it up for a ball up at their half-forward flank. Thrown up. It goes out of bounds. Ball's just getting locked up here on this front corner. Thrown in, bit of a wild throw in that there. Brett Plain probably should have grabbed that one. Well done by Brett Hooper, controlled the footy. Louis Gerard there, he's done well, kicks it in, high floater in towards full forward. Luke Bairstow just stayed on the ground. And then a very good kick to Morey at full forward.
That was great work by Luke to hold his ground with, they're all coming at him, he just held his ground and used his body well and marked it, yeah.
And Morey's got it, he'll be kicking from about 22 metres out directly in front.
He's a sort of forward, if you play on him, you've got to play on him. You can't turn your back on him because
you've got to show him respect.
He'll get out in his own more times than not.
And he pops that one through for a goal.
That's the first score of the quarter.
It is. Reuben Smith comes off and Chris Poot runs in.
Boxwood Hills have plenty of sorties into the forward line, and Brad's presented well down there, but he's just...
he's been pretty well checked down there, though.
Yeah, he is actually. Yep.
I think it's Josh Giles on him down there.
It is. Yep.
He's doing a pretty good job.
He's had a massive haircut. That's why I can't see. You used to look at the big curly head and you knew what it was.
Hayden Richter onto that left foot, and away he goes. Well done by Shane Davey. He's found Rowan Vaux, about 40 metres out. He'll be kicking from 45 directly in front.
A little bit of breeze behind it might help. Shane played Resi this morning too, didn't he?
He did, yeah. No, he's backed up.
Retire.
Yeah, he's apparently retired, but here he is playing 2 games on one day.
Well, that's a good kick.
Just floated out. He made the distance, just kicked it out at the right. Tyson Prater to kick out from full back. Fair bit of footy's been played on the far side wing. They haven't come this top side much. They do now.
A lot of games like that, Rick, they should have built the V on the opposite side of the ground. Everywhere you go to footy, it's Georgie Bungy, you know.
Yeah. Well competed by Pooter there. Matty Campbell hands out to Luke Treby. Good, dangerous kick into the forward line. Funny old bounce. Brad Joyce is well tackled there by Mitch Smith. Lake Rose Pingrup today don't have their coach and who normally plays on the ground, Jack Carruthers. He's been a stalwart of their club for a long time, and you can see him barking orders down there, and which he does on the ground really well and just adds direction. Ball goes through from behind for Boxwood. Putting a bit of forward line pressure on here, which is good. Or Leighton Smith drops when he should have grabbed there. Kicks it up, goes out just in front of the Boxwood Hills bench.
In the AFL, that'll be out on
deliberate, yeah. They're pretty hot on that. But in country footy, because the umpires don't want to get there and call it that, it's normally just throw it in.
They couldn't get out the gate if they did that.
That's right. Locked in. Luke Treby at the bottom of the pack. He does that a lot. Harry Joy taps it.
You got your jumper on, mate, or you're okay?
Actually, Billy Small was doing well. Actually, he only had his knee replaced early in the year.
Oh, he's incredible, Bill. He's such a loyal servant to country sport. He's done it with cricket and football. Oh, breaks out well there, Mitch Smith. Finds Lukey Bairstow. Brett Hooper trying to check him. Wade, slick hands by the sergeant. Oh, Sells a bit of candy too. Maury would be happy with that. Jacko Calopi competes for it. Oh, Harry Regan's out. Sammy Batola's going to have to hit this contest.
Oh, that was a bit harsh.
Yeah, not sure that was there. Ryan Vaught stands there with his arms out thinking he's Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I just think that's a bit harsh.
It was.
The rules now. You can't come at anybody from the front.
You can't get front side. And Maury's going to have a shot from near enough directly in front, about 25 metres out. This is really good work by Lake Rose Pingrup into the wind. Oh, he's kicked it into the mark. Brett Plain breaks it out.
Maury won't be happy with that.
He will not be.
He's pretty hard on himself with that. He loves goals. That's his.
Matty Terry. And the ball goes out on the outer wing. And that's the siren to the end of the second quarter. So the first half of footy sees the scoreboard read 6 goals to 38 to Lake Rose Pingrup and 1 goal 2 to Boxwood. So Boxwood didn't kick a goal in that quarter, which they'll be disappointed with. And Lake Rose managed to kick one into the breeze. So a very good quarter by Lake Rose Pingrup. And yeah, Boxwood just nearly looked like they ran out of legs a little bit there, I thought, towards the end of the quarter. And Lake Rose Pingrup just started to move well and started to open them up a bit. But it'll be interesting to see how they come out of the main break.
Yeah, Rick, I thought Boxwood Hills had a lot of sorties into the forward line.
Yeah.
I counted up 12 there to start, and probably more than that. I didn't do it, but 12 I counted in the first 3 quarters of that quarter going to the forward line. Brad Joyce was offering himself up there very well, but well held by young Josh. And and they had plenty of sorties, plenty of opportunities, but there was a bit of pressure around the ball there too from Lake Rose Pingrup, especially Mitch Smith. He's mopping up, and Tyson Prater just backing him up. And Mitch has been brilliant down there. Boxwood probably missed a lot of opportunities they could have made of them.
Yeah.
You got guys like George Bungy pumping it in there, and young Hayden Richter that quarter, pumping the ball into the forward line. They just didn't make the best of their opportunities down there.
No, that's right.
A couple of goals on the board now, 2 or 3 goals on the board now. They go in with a bit more grunt and a bit more interest when they come out. So.
No, I completely agree, Jono. I nearly wonder if Brad just needs to change the way that he's playing that full forward role, even though he looks very good out on the lead. Josh is going with him step for step, but I think when the ball comes in deep to him and he can play man on man and use his strength, I think he's probably got Josh covered in that sense. But on the lead, Josh is going with him step for step and then getting that spoil in. So, there is plenty of pressure there from the Lake Rose defence, as you say. Mitch Smith's been very good. Harry Regan's been good. Yep. Justin Joyce through the middle. You can just see he's just got a bit of class to him. And Mitch Thornton has done, cleaned up there, and he had that 3 bounces down the wing. I thought he provided quite a bit. So, positives for both teams. But then I think both teams would probably think that they could do things a little bit better as well.
It's been nice and open because of what you mentioned before, Rick, the width of the ground. It's got plenty of room, and it's always over that side there, it seems to be. And been some pretty good use of the footy. Some good use. And, so it's interesting after half-time they come out, reassess things and go from there. So, but no, it's plenty of opportunities from Boxwood, like I said, and hopefully they can come out after and get rewarded for the work they've done in that quarter with the breeze and didn't really capitalise on it. Whereas, blokes like Tyson and young Mitch Smith down there really, really saved them a lot. And, talking about Mitch Thornton, he had a really good year last year and even started off really well this year in the first game against Jerry the other day. He was in our top 5 or 6 anyway, so it's good to see he's matured as a person and matured as a footballer.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It's great to see, and it goes like with young Hayden Richter and those guys as they get. They've been around a long time, but some people take a lot more to mature into a leader's role.
Oh, absolutely.
Always played well, but they've all of a sudden taken on that leader's role and makes them a better person for that, a better footballer as well. So, no, it's...
The other one for Boxwood too, Matty Campbell. It's just been very good that first quarter. I think he was probably in the best couple on the ground, and then that quarter there, just when he gets the footy, he controls it well. He doesn't get stressed out, and you see that he uses the ball well, has good vision. And even though he's the oldest guy out there, he can still slow down, doesn't get tackled easily, and just makes good decisions. So,
yeah, people like that, yeah, are very, very important in country footy that make good decisions. And it's the same as Luke Bairstow does for Lake Grace Pingrup. It's just when the ball gets in their hands, they make good decisions.
They do, and Matt's strength too, and he's very good in close. You see the good hands he gets in close. It only goes 2 metres, but it's the right spot all the time, and it's good for these young blokes to play on them. Like I can remember growing up playing footy, the coaches you put you on blokes like Matt Campbell to learn from them. It's good for the young guys, like young Lewis Grard, to be around them and be on them, and they learn from that.
Yeah,
and that's why they're so good for country footy and country boys.
Yeah, definitely. And yeah, Lewis Garrard, there's another one too. What I thought his use is really, really good. Like the way that he breaks off the back of the pack and then can spread well. And like he's obviously a younger guy, but his ball use is pretty good for a young guy, and he does make good decisions. But yeah, you put him on guys like Matt and around guys like Luke, it does make a difference, and you see them do their thing, and then yeah. But anyway, so we'll be back after a short break here, and back to start the second half. Good? Yep. Welcome back to the Pingrup footy oval here for the contest between Lake Grace Pingrup and Boxwood Hills. The score reads at the moment 6 goals 2, 38 to Lake Grace Pingrup to 1 goal 2 for Boxwood Hill. We're just discussing before at the end of the second quarter, the better players for each team. For Boxwood Hills, we've got Matthew Campbell, Hayden Richter and George Bungie. And so far for Lake Grace Pingrup, Leighton Smith, Mitchell Smith and Justin Joyce. And also we'd like to make a big shout out to our sponsors. We've got AFGRI, Great Southern Fuel Supplies and Delta. Very key, important sponsors of the Ongerup Footy Association and today. We're very lucky to have people like that come out and help us. Ball gets balled up in the middle. Tight little contest. Reuben Smith kicks it to half forward. Well tackled by Wade Bambling there. Unlucky not to get a free kick, I reckon.
Like I said, the only thing missing was the saddle, Rick.
Yeah, exactly right. Knocked down to Luke Bairstow. It was well tackled by Luke Treby.
Great combination over a lot of years, Reuben and Luke. Reuben Smith to Luke Bairstow. There's that Matty Campbell again. No one's really got away today, Rick. You know, like even though the scores are, that's 4 goals, 5 goals difference, no one's really broken away, have they?
No, it hasn't. There for a ball up, locked up for a ball up again at half forward. Hayden Richter trying to fight his way through and well tackled by Luke Bairstow. Obviously today we got the election too, Jono, the federal election. Yeah. And as country people as we are, I'm sure we'll all hoping for a victory for the good side, for the ones that support the country people.
The ones that support everybody, really.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, no, it's a big day. It's probably one of the most important elections we'll have for a long time, especially for the country people.
Oh, it absolutely is. Matty Campbell trying to fight his way out there at the contest, and well tackled. Tap forward by Reuben.
Ooh.
Rev Hyde, handballs out to George Bungie. Looks up towards the wing. Oh, spilled a mark there, Will Jones. Picked up by Leighton Smith, who was very good in the first half. Kicks to Justin Joyce. Short little kick to Louis Gerard. Jacko Calopi. Oh, he probably should have grabbed that. He'd done the hard work. Just went a little bit far under it there, Jono.
Yeah, he did actually. Overcooked it.
It's going to be a ball up 25 metres out directly in front of Lake Grace Pingrup's goal. Kicks out, Riv Hyde chases after it. At Leighton Smith Mills, one that he should have taken. But he's recovered really well and kicked a great goal. I reckon that's so far the goal of the day by Leighton Smith.
I would give him that, yeah.
Yep, that's very well done. He's had a great first half and he started the second half in good style.
Dropped the ball, dropped the mark that he should have taken, then recovered real well and
he did.
Snapped it around the corner. Beautiful.
He did. That was a pretty poor defensive kick by Riv Hyde there. Just put it straight on his chest. Didn't really look. He wasn't under that much pressure.
Boxwood starting to pick up here, Rick.
It is, yeah. No, it's kicking. Well, the wind's going to the end of the Lake Grace Pingrup are kicking to at the moment.
Left of the radio screen, they say.
Yeah, left of the radio screen. Reuben teams it down, but Harry Joyce stayed down on the ground, kicks it to half forward. Well attacked by Mitch Smith and well locked up.
Luke seems to be everywhere at the moment. He's wherever the ball is.
He's covering the ground well for the old timer. Really small. Matty Campbell wraps up Luke Bairstow. So old timers give one another a pat on the back.
A lot of experience there, Rick, isn't
Yeah.
there? Yes.
Neither one wanted to run away from that contest.
Some good footy. No one wanted to go near that.
No.
That's right.
4 down on the ground.
Talking about Swabs, there was a chance he...
Yeah, Michael Swarbrick, he's had to have a surgery on his hip. Hopefully he's going to come back soon. Boxwood going to need it. Oh, I reckon Mitch Thornton's a bit unlucky there.
Oh, yeah. Harry
Joy, the ruckman. Oh, goes to handball at the Matt. Matt Campbell didn't want it. He kicks it into half forward. Mongrel of a kick. Oh, Leighton Smith cleans up there front and centre. Goes for a big kick down the middle to the sergeant. Oh, that's well picked up by Wadey Bambling. Goes to kick out onto the wing.
Picked up that criminal robbing a bank, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Jai Holmes fighting for it out there on the outer wing. Oh, he's just kept working there, Jai. And again. Good work by Sammy Batola there. He's very good down at full-back. Rowan Vaughs gets the ball in the back pocket.
He was a good servant for Lake Grace Pingrup too, Sam, when he was there.
Yeah.
Very honest, smart player too. You know you've played a game and you don't play it on Sammy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or most of the Batolas, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, most of the Batolas, they're all hard. Don't think they could count to 10 between the family of them, but my God, they're hard on the footy field. Talking about the Batolas, Boxwood's missing their regular captain in Nick Batola, he's very classy, Nick, and they are missing him. Ryan Vaughs fends one off. Handball's back to George Bungie.
Ooh, I thought that was a bump ball.
Yeah, I think that was a bump ball. Got lucky there.
Earl Grey, T.
Yep. Harry Joy, the ruckman for Boxwood. Kicks out for the switch for Sammy Batola. Unsurprisingly, Morey wasn't that tight on him. Morey's playing like a true full forward. Sammy Batola looks for George Bungie. Will Jones fighting for the ball there. Well tackled by Brett Plain on Leighton Smith. And it's going to be a ball up directly in front of the Boxwood Hills dugout. Well done by Harry Joy.
Harry's improved over the last couple of years.
Yeah, he has.
He's really...
He went away to country work a couple of years ago. I think it was the best thing for his footy.
Yeah.
He got to play with a good standard of footy with some good footy players. Well done by Hayden Richter, kicks forward. Midge Smith breaks away to Leighton Smith. Handballs again. Justin Joyce kicks in towards Morey. Good tackle by Sammy Batola. Riv Hyde kicks out towards Hayden Richter. He just does enough.
It's just that explosive pace when he gets the ball. Gets him out of trouble, Rick, doesn't it?
It does. Jonesy handballs in towards Matty Campbell.
Great vision, Matt.
Aaron Jones kicks forward towards Brad Joyce. Led to the ball by Joshy Giles. Tyson Prater gives it the don't argue. Goes for Mitch Thornton. Thorny does well. Breaks away from the contest and a nice kick towards centre half forward. Luke Bairstow there again. Justin Joyce towards Harry Regan. Kicks forward. Well spoiled by Sammy Batola. He's just got Morey covered on that lead. He's just a bit quick for him. Oh, Boxwood have overused the footy here in the back line.
That was just a panic kick.
Yeah. And then Luke Bairstow dropped one that he should probably The umpire's blown the whistle. I'm not sure what for here. The game stopped.
I'm not sure I didn't see that.
Yeah, not sure what happened. It's going to be balled up.
Oh, blood rule.
Liam Korosek comes onto the ground. Is that Justin Joyce coming on?
No, that's Harry Regan. Yes.
Oh, Harry Regan, yep.
Yeah, Harry's has an issue with the lips a bit.
Yep.
I think that's where it all come from there.
Yeah, right. Locked up at half forward there for Lake Rose Pingrup.
He has got a bit of blood there, but he has a tendency to good footballer, but has a tendency to
say more than he should.
chats the old umpires, and it doesn't get you anywhere.
No. Now, especially when the umpires are volunteering like they are, and we're very lucky in our association, Jono, that every team does have great respect for the umpires, and that's why the umpires want to come and umpire in our league. When you compare our league to other leagues, they don't want to be in other leagues. Well marked by Tyson Prater there.
I won't mention it, particularly one south of us anyway.
Yeah, one south of us has got quite a bad reputation for that. Kicked into centre half forward. Luke Bairstow. Here's up to Liam Korosek. Oh, he should have done better there. He's just snuck that in for a point.
Like I said earlier, towards the end of that last for half time, Rick, there's no one really broken away here. Like the scoreboard's 6 goals apart, but there's no one really opened up and broken away from the game. It's been bottled up for 10 minutes without scoring from both sides. So yeah,
no one's really wanted to come and grab the game by the scruff of the neck. Comes up to the top side here, Brett Plain.
A lot of players getting around the ball now.
Yeah.
It's a sign of tiredness or tractor legs or whatever you want to call it.
General country footy unfitness.
Yep.
It's in a dangerous position here for Lake Rose Pingrup in the forward pocket.
Young fellas, I think he's had a very serviceable game so far, young Lewis Garrard. He's presented himself really well off that wing.
Yeah, he has. Harry Regan's come back on here. He's just running out at the backside of the contest. Looking for the handball on the outside. Couldn't quite get it. He was out then if the ball came to him. See Matty Campbell standing next to Leighton Smith on the backside of this contest here. I nearly think that could be a tactical move just to try and lock him up because Leighton's getting a lot of the ball breaking out.
And Matty's the sort of bloke who's smart to pick that up.
Yeah,
and do it
absolutely. Luke Bairstow kicks in towards full forward. The ball goes out right next to the point post for Lake Rose Pingrup.
Brody Clifton looks like he's going to come on.
No, it's Chris Pope.
No, just down here.
Oh, does he? He's trying to get on, Big Bodie.
Yeah, he hasn't played league footy for 3 years now, and played a Resi's game last week, but
Yep, yeah, good.
pretty handy bloke. But he's
He's
only on one leg, I think. So
free kick to Boxwood here in the back pocket. Kicked out towards Rowan Vaughts. Fell short of him and it goes out on the far side for another throw in. As you said before, John, it's just been a bit stagnant now for a while. The game's slowed up a bit.
very much. It's
Neither side really running that hard.
sort of playing conservative footy at the moment, aren't they? They're just yeah. Oh, that's come out of nowhere.
Oh, that has come out of nowhere. Not sure who that was. It's a long way over there, Jono, but...
Oh, that was Nugget. Well, no.
Nah, I think it was Justin Joyce, I think. He's kicked that one. Oh, Big Bodie is coming on.
Yeah. So no, that was out of the pack. Oh no, it was Harry. Harry Regan kicked that.
Ah, right. Bodie Clifton going onto the forward line here, John. He'd be pretty happy with that. Bodie played a lot of his footy in the back line, so he'd be pretty happy to go up forward.
Yeah, although I saw him kick 10 goals in the grand final for Royals and Albany one year.
Yeah, or he can, as you said before, he can play. Chris Poot in the ruck. Well tackled. Pulled up again. Matty Bowen well fought. Matty Campbell got his head taken off then.
Oh yeah, he's unlucky not to get a kick there, Billy.
Billy balls it up. Locked up again. Well fought on the ground by Chris Poot. Well, just stopped here.
Yeah, we're missing the late great Pingrup missing Trevian Davies today. He rucked really well last week.
Yep.
Not sure what.
Kick the centre half forward.
Ooh.
Tyson Prater moved up to centre half forward. He looks for Bodie, who's just come on the ground. But well cut off. Oh, George Bungy's got a lucky free kick there, I reckon.
Yeah, he did have hold of it. But
Yeah,
he's been very serviceable today, George.
yeah,
Very
absolutely.
good. Yep.
He's a good user of the footy. Matty Campbell just coming off the ground after that head knock. He doesn't look great to me. Sammy Batola kicks out a defence. Ryan Vaught takes the uncontested mark. Very much an uncontested footballer, Rowan.
Both the twins have been very handy players.
Absolutely. Luke Bairstow breaks forward. Finds Tyson Prater. Luke Bairstow had just worked up the ground then. No one went with him. Taking the easy uncontested mark. Boxwood have just zoned. There's a couple sitting right in the hole. One's Brett Plain. The other's George Bungy. And it's got right towards that man, Brett Plain, who marks it. You could see that happening from a mile away.
He read that really well. His hands were there before the ball even got there. Nice kick
Brett
too.
Plain. Yeah, beautiful kick there. Out to Jake Jones.
Going for Joyce.
Kicks forward for Brad Joyce. Harry Joy gets it to Shane Davey.
Kick it.
Oh, Shane! You should have retired when you made your big crying speech in the change room, Shane.
No one in the goal score. He could have dribbled in like Dunstall hated.
He could have. Tyson Prater gets it in the back pocket. Oh, Shane, that was terrible.
Obviously no one telling him, although I think I heard someone say you got to kick it.
That's a good mark by Luke Bairstow.
So powerful around the ball,
Oh, he is.
young nugget.
Kicks it short to Mitch Thornton.
Supposing you wrestle 3,000 cows all day, you like it.
Yeah, that's right. Thorny goes short to Tyson Prater. Tyson Prater to Luke Bairstow. So Riv Hyde was checking him then. I watched it and he was just lazy, and it's the same thing happened again. Riv Hyde's getting shown up here. Wade Bamling marks in front of him there. He's hurt his leg there, Wayne. A bit of cramp, I think. Handball back to Tyson Prater. Short to Leighton Smith. To Louis Gerard. Kicks out towards centre forward. Bodie Clifton. Couldn't quite bend over there, Jono.
No, I think his leg. You see him. He's dragging that ankle.
Yeah.
It's been really bad for years, but.
Ball up on the half-forward flank.
Lewis Garrard, he's getting a lot of the footy.
Kicked in towards the goals, and it dribbles out for a boundary throw in.
She's starting to get
No, sorry, it's gone through for a behind.
It's a bit dark and windy now.
It is. It's cooling off. Nearly have to get the lights on. Brett playing a kick out from full-back. Been serviceable again, Brett. He's been a good footy player for quite a while. He was stuck in the twos there through the end of Al Smallwood's coaching, and then he came up to league, and he's been a stalwart ever since.
That was a pretty hard side to break into.
That was a very good side. Good pressure there from Leighton Smith again. Balled up. Harry Regan. Ooh. Goes out in the forward pocket for Lake Grace there.
I think Boxwood Hills won A and B a couple of years there in a row with side playing in that. And when you think, like it was a pretty hard side and outstanding side back when you had Craig and Davo and
absolutely. Tyson Prater cuts that off, that short kick out to Mitchell Smith.
Always used it well.
Short kick to Chris Poot. Is that Jai Holmes out there?
Jai Holmes, yeah.
Yep. Mark's about 42 metres out, directly in front. Has he got the legs here from John?
I reckon he has.
Yep.
Yeah, he's normally a good kick. He's got a
bit of breeze behind him.
Kicked a couple of good ones last week, run off the wing.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
30-40 out on the run.
Breeze behind him here too at his back.
A nice kick.
Looks nice off the boot. And straight through the middle. That's a great kick from the young fella.
That was, that went three-quarter pie.
Yeah.
So it's a good 50-metre kick.
Yeah, made it well, made it look easy. That was Mitch Smith there, though, coming off the half-back flank. Just ran through well, controlled the ball, used it well. Scoreboard reads 9 goals 4 to 1 goal 2. So they're starting to blow it out a bit here, Lake Grace. Good contest there in the ruck. Luke Bairstow again. Just fighting hard for the footy. Handballs it out to Jai Holmes. Looking for Jacko Kalopi.
He will bag that from there.
Kicked it out on the full, Jono, has he?
I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Wish it was
it's
right.
gone.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the third quarter. Scoreboard reads 9 goals 4, 58 to 1 goal 2, 6. So since the first quarter, Boxwood haven't managed to get a major on the board.
Lake Grace Pingrup scored 3 in that quarter.
Yeah, no, Lake Grace are just starting to control it a bit more now. A lot was played down in their forward half that quarter.
Although the breeze picked up probably.
It did, yeah,
it
did.
Yep.
It did, definitely did. But I just think they're just those few better ball users across half back, and Boxwood are lacking that target to kick to it centre forward, that lead up, present, and grab them. There's a couple of guys there, Jacob Jones and Will Jones, are both trying there at centre forward, but yeah, it is hard going.
Would it be time to move Brad out there?
Yeah, well, I think so. I think Bradley quite likes the full forward role though. He's pretty comfy down his square. Look, he's only just trotting across now to the huddle. I think this quarter though, kicking with the wind, they'll keep him deep. I don't think they'll move him, but yeah, probably for that quarter, move him up to centre forward because the ball wasn't getting down. It probably would have been a good call, Jono.
Yeah, I was just watching there. It was just it was getting to there.
Yeah,
Jones was trying, but just need a bit more height and strength, which Brad is offering. So
and footy smarts too. You know, Bradley's a very smart footy player and has been good for a long period of time.
Yeah, I watched him when he was younger around Cooker and Dumb in some pretty good sides. You know, like with Raymond Joy and those when he was younger. And but like you say, as you get older, you get comfort in the little square.
Yeah, that's it. They like to move out of the square. So
otherwise, it's no one's raced away. Lake Grace Pingrup started to do that in the last 10 minutes of that quarter.
Yeah, definitely.
To get away from it all. But up to that, Rick, it's been pretty stagnant, I thought, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Some good passages and good use of the footy. The day, it's a pretty dull old day, and it seems to, and there's tractor legs and all that goes into it in country sport. But otherwise it's been it hasn't been a real blowout this yet.
No.
You know, it's, the scoreboard says not, it's 8 goals difference. It's not a 20-goal blowout so far. So let's hope it doesn't anyway. But with Boxwood having the breeze this quarter, you'd hope they'd settle down and use it a bit better. And because they had a lot of opportunities in the second quarter to outscore Lake Grace Pingrup, because they had about 15 sorties into the forward line and never scored. Yeah. So they missed 3 or 4 goals in that. 15 inside 50s can make a big difference. So
absolutely, absolutely. It's it's being able to use the ball well when you're going forward. That's the key, and that's what you see good sides do, that they use the ball. And I think, as we mentioned at half time, if Brad can maybe just hold more in the square and they look for that longer kick to him, I think that'll be the go. Because Joshy Giles has got him fairly covered, I'd say, on the lead. But I think Brad there, if they can kick long and quickly into him and he gets one-on-one, side by side, I think he'll have Josh covered.
His strength,
But Mitch Smith is playing that third man up pretty well. He's chopping off. But if Mitch is chopping off, that means he's chopping off someone. So it's maybe looking for that guy as well. But it'll be interesting to see. Boxwood have now made their way back out. And Lake Grace still listening to Jacko talk. One of Jacko's favourite pastimes, actually, is talking.
It is, mate. And I just talking about Jacko, like for the Lake Grace Pingrup side, I reckon he's really matured into the job well. You know, Jack had his moments in life, but he's matured in it and did a hell of a job, and he's got the great support from the club and the players. So he's he has got the footy smarts. He has, and he's starting to listen now. Yeah, to all the blokes and that, and he's pretty stoked with the way he's matured into the whole situation of coaching and doing it really well. And full credit to Jacko with what you're saying. Lake Grace had got to the big dance a few times. As we discussed earlier, that they won one in 98, won one in 99, and then had a fair bit of a dry spell until 2012. They won one, and then didn't win one again until 2024 last year. And very deserving winners last year. They were extremely good. They were the best team all year, I thought, comfortably. And so Jacko to coach him to that success, and because Lake Grace Pingrup had made the grand final a few times in between. That was their 4th in a row. If we'd lost that, it'd be 4 in a row.
So for Lake Grace to get there and get it done relatively comfortably. I thought that was a good sign of Jacko's maturity, and he led them really well. Yeah. See, Bodie Clifton's off this quarter. He doesn't want to be in the forward line getting cold when they're kicking into the breeze.
I don't think his ankle's that well. He played Rezzies last week, and I think he's just trying to see how it's going to take him. Yeah, he really misses. He's only a young fella. Yeah, he really misses it. So
it's great to see him back. He's a great guy. Brett Hooper's moved into the middle now for this quarter. Justin Joyce breaks away. Kicks it to Harry Regan. It kicks in. Looking for Jacko Kalobi. Lou Gerard, hands out over your head. Luke Bairstow. Luke Treby, sorry. Gets one. Brett Plains break away from the back line. Kicks the half forward there. Well done by Will Jones. Oh, sorry, that's Jacob Jones.
How do you tell the difference?
I can't. I'm just taking a stab in the dark.
It's a bit like the Vaux boys.
Yeah. Harry Regan marks in front. Good mark there by Brett Plain. Looks in there. Justin Joyce handballs to Reuben Smith. Jacko Kalobi works the front in front of Brett Plain. Brett dives on it. Good pressure there by Jacko Kalobi.
Yeah, he's another one I reckon's matured well into his footy. Before he just wouldn't go and have a second go. You know,
No.
I've missed it, I've gone, but no, he's developed pretty well like that, Jack.
Wadey Bamling kicks forward. Well fought contest between Sammy Batola and Logie Moore. Morey just a little bit too strong there for Sammy. Could be danger signs now for Boxwood. See Matty Campbell still on the bench.
Yeah, he might be.
Yeah, it was a pretty solid knock to the head. And he has, must have been 4 or 5 years ago, copped a real bad one up at Lake Grace Pingrup in the second semi-final, and he was in a bad way. So I think he's just got to be a bit careful with the head knocks, Matty.
Yeah.
Ball back up here in the middle. Ball just gets out. Rowan Vorsk kicks it to centre forward.
Mitch Smith.
Mitch Smith cuts it off again. Mitch Thornton. Cut out to Jai Holmes out there. Luke Bairstow fighting for it. Unsurprisingly wins it. Handball back to Mitch Smith. To Luke Bairstow, out to Jai Holmes. Kicks to half forward. Louis Gerard again. He's been really good. Wadey Bamling marks. Oh, Jacko Calopi well read through the air. He started from behind there, Jacko, and then just shot in front of him. This will be a tough kick from here.
I thought Blaney thought he had that, and
Yeah.
it just come from behind him. Yeah,
Yeah, no.
that will be with a bruise straight in his face.
Yeah. He had a brief look there to see if he could find someone, but now he's going back to kick it. Oh, he's kicked into the man on the mark. Well done by Brett. Handball by Brett Plain out towards Luke Treby, and the ball's gone out just in front of the Lake Grace bench.
Jacko just had a bit of a say to the umpire. It cost him a free kick down the ground.
Oh, I see. That's what it was it?
Yep.
Now it's going to be thrown in again. Harry Joy against Reuben in the ruck. Reuben taps it down. He's dominated the ruck, but they probably haven't taken advantage of it through the middle, I don't reckon, Jono.
Yeah, a few times Luke's been on the end of it. Yeah, no, it's been... when Matty was on the ground, he sort of nullified a lot of that.
Yeah, he did. He did, yeah.
He was reading it off Reuben.
Reuben taps forward. Harry Regan well tackled there by Rowan Vaux. Balled up again by Billy. Reuben had his arm held there. Probably deserved the free kick, I thought. But anyway, Bill's not one to give free kicks in a hurry.
No, he doesn't give much away, Billy.
Good tackle by Brad Hooper. That was on Luke Bairstow. Luke is a bit sore after that one. Balled up again by Bill. Good mark by Wadey Bamling then.
He positioned himself well there, Wade.
So Rowan Vaux then at that contest, John, I watched him. He started around the backside and just ran forward. There was no defensive pressure, and it was his man Harry Regan that did the work there to get it.
Yep, Harry just trusted his teammate to get it and run off to be creative.
Yep.
It's the old saying, when they've got it, you man up. When you've got it, you create.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Tough kick here for Wadey, I reckon. You reckon he can do it from here, Jono?
His old legs in fourth quarter. Well, he's got it. It's a nice kick, but it's not going to get the...
Oh, Morey just too strong there. Oh, free kick paid against him.
He pushed him out, yeah.
Oh, I don't know if there was much in that, I didn't think, Jono. He's got to be careful, he's arguing here. Oh, he's going to get the card.
He's going to get a red card. Oh,
Jacko Calopi has been given a card here for mouthing off at Billy Smallwood. And as you were talking before, Jono, that's a part of Jacko's game that he's just got to learn to cut out.
He does.
Because there's no need for that.
No.
He's sulking off the ground here.
And it was really over nothing, really. Kevin Chetty would say have a rest for 2 weeks, boy.
Yeah. Yep. And he's stopping the game because he's just walking off. Campbell back on the ground now as well. Ball going to be balled up here. 25 metres out directly in front of Lake Rose Pingrup's goal.
Terrible display of sportsmanship, that.
Yeah.
Don't like to see that in our league. It's shocking.
Good hands there by Brett Hobart. Out to Benny or...
I don't know what to do.
We had to Jai Holmes on the wing.
Yeah. He's coming to the game in the last half.
He has.
Yep.
Yeah, he didn't... Fairly unseen in the first half. But he's been good then.
This young fella's been good, but he's...
Louis Gerard kicks in. Mitch Thornton fighting hard for it there with George Bungie. Well fought out by both players there.
What was the time when he come off?
Not sure. Balled up right near the 50. No one goes for it. Rowan Vaux has just won a hard ball down. Kicks out to Shane Davey. Shane soccers forward. You've got to play in front there, Boxwood. Matty Campbell picks it up. Well tackled. Out to Shane. Shane kicks forward. Marked by George Bungie. Looks for Brad Joyce. He's beaten on the lead there by Josh Giles, but well recovered. And the ball gets locked up.
Like you say, when he's leading for the footy, Josh has got him.
Got him covered, yeah. I think 1-on-1. Locked up at centre forward again. Earl walls it up. Taken out by Mitch Thornton.
Picked up.
Well picked up by Luke Bester and really well tackled there by Rowan Vaux. Seen two of the rarest things in footy by Rowan Vaux today there, Jono. He's got a hard ball and he's allowed to tackle. Been watching him play footy for 15 years and he's never done either.
That's harsh, Rick. That's harsh.
Justin Joyce done well there. Or Wadey Bam, well done by Riv Hyde and well tackled. Good tough footy. It's just got a bit congested now.
There's a lot of players around the ball. When you look around the oval, there's not too many out in the positions. It's
no.
A couple in the forward line, couple in the back line. They're all around the footy, Rick. It's just a sign of the time of the game, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, late in the fourth quarter.
And cold and overcast.
Yeah. Matty Campbell gets it, kicks the centre half forward. Oh, well read by Mitch Smith again. He's nearly been the best player on the ground.
I reckon he would be.
Kicks out to Mitch Thornton. He's coming to the game well.
He's had a pretty good...
His second half's been very good.
You know, when
he's
you
look at Chris Poot there, and Mitch Thornton again, he's run up.
Yeah.
Kicks out for Louis Gerard. Locked up again. Wadey Bamling's been very good too, the Sarge.
When we look at those 15 sorties into the forward line in the second quarter for Boxwood Hills, Mitch Smith was probably the instigator of stopping along that.
Absolutely.
Along with Tyson on the occasions. But.
Yeah.
Aaron Jones, that was a poor kick there. Justin Joyce used it well. Oh, Luke Bairstow's got this. You can see that from a mile off. He's just too smart, Nugget.
Yeah, just a shove at the right time.
Yeah. Into the wings, 45 out at 37 years old. Has he got the distance?
I reckon he has.
He's got the distance.
True grit, this bloke. You know, he'll make it.
Very well called, Jono. And went through a goal post height.
Yep.
To show a class there from the old boy.
I think I've seen him miss one goal in about 10 years, that bloke.
He's a very, very good footballer. Comes from a good breed of footy players.
Oh, yeah. Goes right down.
His uncle Mark, captain Geelong.
Yeah. I mean, his dad was pretty handy.
His dad was very, very handy.
And then you look at his progeny, like his grandmother. She come from a family of state and Australian hockey players, the Tails.
What? There you go.
Pierces and all that, yeah.
Balled up again in the middle. Well, read by Campbell.
See, that's what I was saying before when Matt was out in the ground, he was reading Ruben.
Yeah.
And when he was off the ground,
It showed up bad. Mitch Thornton again. Oh, Brett Hooper's tripped there. Oh, jeez. Yeah. The trip and then in the back, he could either one. He looks for Shane. Shane Davey marks this. Now, if I can tell you anything, Jono, is he will not look at passing it.
Okay. Will he
He could be 65 metres out and he'd have a shot.
Will he kick this?
If he didn't play in the resis, I reckon he would, but I reckon he'll fall just short.
Jeez, he's got
Oh, he's given it a roast.
You're right.
But he's fallen just short.
Yep. He's given it a fair chance, fair ride anyway.
He has. Mitch Smith to kick out from fullback. Looks to come top side. Looks for Justin Joyce.
Yep.
It's a good mark. In front of Luke Treby. Looks for Louis Gerard. Oh, that's a great grab. Really strong hands in front of Brett Hooper. Looks for Nugget, dropped a rare mark there. Good hands by Riv Hyde to Harry Joy. Sprawls out towards Matty Campbell. Leighton Smith. Oh, he just scrubbed that one. Good hands by Matty Terry.
Brett Plain's been a good honest game today too.
Yeah, he has.
Really
He's
good.
been very good. It's locked up with Will Jones out there.
Nothing flash about him there, but he's solid.
He's just very dependable. Few boys starting to cramp.
Getting cold too. There's a few boys coming off. Might be looking for a hot shower.
Yeah, I reckon so. I reckon Leighton Smith, who's just come off, he's been very, very serviceable today, and I reckon he won't be looking for a hot shower. I reckon he'll be looking for a cold beer, knowing Leighton.
Yeah, he has been very good.
Well cut off by Luke Treby. Well tackled by Jai Holmes. Brad Joyce runs out, gets it, swings onto the left. Expects a lot of little George Bungy's legs there, and it goes out. Ball thrown in the forward pocket. Rowan Vaugh's well read.
Mitch Smith again, wasn't it? No, that was young George.
Oh, they're out here. Is that Joshy Cameron?
Oh,
It's a great grab by old Chris Poot there. Yeah, what would Pooter be?
oh, I'm not sure. I wouldn't like to say. Well, he'd be close to 40.
Yeah, I think he'd be knocking on the door of it.
Yep.
Oh, that was Thorny out there. Thorny kicks it forward. It's a good kick. It's to Luke Bairstow. Kicks into the forward pocket. Just a bit scrubby there.
Hayden Richter. Is he off? I
Haven't called his name in the second half. He must be off.
must be off because, yeah. I thought she'd faded right out, but he's obviously not there.
Kicked out to Jai Holmes. Out here at half forward flank. Morey hands to Bodie Clifton. Oh, big Bodie, he was pretty excited there. Morey taps it out. Jai Holmes got to run onto this. Just need to be a bit cleaner there, Jono, to pick that up.
Well, yeah.
Oh, well done by Justin Joyce. It's just created a contest there. To Liam Korosek. Pooter. Harry Joy well dropped back by the ruckman. Looks for Riv Hyde. Short little kick. Is that Matty Bowen there, I think?
Yeah. Is it?
George Bungie fighting for it out there on the outer wing. And the ball goes out just forward to centre on the far side. Can't be much time left now. Lake Grace up by just over 10 goals.
Can I just have that for a second?
Well read and marked at centre half back. I think that's Mitch Thornton. Oh no, it's not. Oh, he's got a mountain of room here, Peter. Mitch Smith kept on running. Bodie Clifton marks one at half forward. He's telling Morey to lead. Morey's laughing at him. He's like, wrong quarter. He turns it over. Harry Joy takes a bounce. A ruckman taking a bounce. I don't know about that, Jono. And then in true ruckman form, he's kicked it out of bounds. Not on the full.
He's found the boundary umpire.
Yeah. There's something I strongly believe in footy, Jono, is ruckman should not kick the ball. Max Gawn is one of the greatest ruckmen that the AFL's ever seen. Have you seen his set shots? He's appalling.
He does get the odd one, but he handballs a lot.
Yeah. Justin Joyce just starting to cramp up a bit there as well. Ball will be thrown in on the half forward flank. Jai Holmes goes to kick, well smothered by Matt Campbell. Well read by Luke Bairstow. Grabbed that one off his toes. Kick to Chris Poot. Pooty just slowing things down. Kicks out to Marcus Hunt. Well, he spilled one there that he should have taken. Harry Regan. Well tackled. Chris Poot with a bit of time to just push forward. Oh, Louis Gerard has dropped an easy one there. Handball over his head to Bodie Clifton. Bodie on the left. Looks into the middle for Luke Bairstow. Bodie Clifton has run under one and has marked it in the forward pocket. Jono, Bodie from here as a percentage?
Ooh. 5 years ago, he said he would absolutely put that right through the middle, but I'm not sure today.
There'll be a fair celebration from the Lake Rose Pingrup crowd if he kicks this.
He has too.
He has kicked it.
He has too.
He's pretty happy with himself, the big fella.
You know what he was saying? I'll be telling him, I've still got it, boys. I've still got it.
He ran around high-fiving everyone. He's pretty happy. Luke Bairstow gives him a cuddle.
12 o'clock tonight, he was 70 metres out on an angle you couldn't breathe through.
Kicked it over his head the lot. Maury's even made it 30 metres out of the goal square, which is the first time he's done that today.
Yeah.
I think I give him a high five, which is pretty good.
Pretty good. Sad to see the bloke, like champion player, have an ankle injury like he did a few years ago. That just put him right out of the game.
It was, yeah.
Just sad.
He was a very talented footy player. He could play forward, he could play back.
Both feet, 60 metres, anything smart, strong.
Kick to half forward. Shane Davey marks, plays on, evades a couple. Short kick to George Bungie. He spills one that he should have taken, George. He was tackled high, George. Leighton Smith got him high. George looking for Brad Joyce on the lead. And there goes the siren to finish the game. Scoreboard reads 12 goals for 76 to Lagos Pingrup, the 1 goal 2.
1 goal 3, yeah.
1 goal 3 was it? Sorry.
To Boxwood Hill.
To Boxwood Hill. In the end of quite a dour game of footy, really. It was well battled out. You could just see Lake Grace Pingrup have just got that bit more class around the ground, and they just controlled the game well. I think they're going to be right up there again this year. They've competed in the last 4 grand finals. I think they'll be there or thereabouts again. There'll be the 3 teams towards the top, I believe. There'll be Ongerup, Lake Grace Pingrup and Ongerup. I think they're going to be the 3 sides to beat. But anything can happen as the year goes on. But yeah, they get their first win of the year. They'll be happy with that after dropping one last week. And yeah, it's great to play here at Pingrup. I love coming to Pingrup. It's a great venue, and it's always really good. The other big thing, Jono, too, what is wonderful with our association is today we've had junior hockey, we've had junior footy, we've had netball, we've had senior hockey, senior footy, and it's all here on one day. That's what makes our association so great, is that it's a family event, and I think that's such a benefit of our competition. And as long as it keeps on that way, which is definitely, from my understanding, from the board and the association committee, that is something that they want to keep pushing. And I'm sure you can back me up on this as the association president, that we've got something that's really good, and if we can keep it going and keep all our families coming out and socialising, it's so important.
It is important, Rick, and while I'm OFA president, I know I love my footy club, but the important thing to me as a president of the league is the OFA and the people in it. And it's good people, good clubs, everybody in it's in it for the right reason, to make it a social and a real family day. We step over the line, we're competitive, we step over this side, we are one big family. And there's a lot of leagues, and I get around a fair bit in my job, talking to a lot of leagues. I've been to meetings and they ask me how it runs, and there's a few leagues trying to do it now. Really, there's 3 or 4 fitting it that way. And I believe if we weren't like that, our league would have been gone years ago.
Yep.
Like I look back, my missus playing hockey, so I played till I was 41. I thought I'm going to go, I might as well play a bit of B grade and help it out, and that's what happens. And we seem to, as a league, we seem to be able to adjust to what the circumstances are in the population. If we're going to play 16 or so, we do. If we're going to play 9 across the ground in B grade, we do. If we've got to bend the rules not bend the rules, but change the rules, even if it's like B grade comes back to 15 minutes instead of 22 because of the older the players, we just do that, and everybody's on board with that. And what I like, everybody has their opinion in the league. As president, I value that. The opinion, because if you don't get an opinion, I don't know where it's running.
Yep.
The more people have their opinion, the more chance we've got of getting it out. But you're right, Rick, it's just fantastic to be involved. And I've always said, as much as you love your wife and your family and all your kids and your mum and dad and your farm and your business, it's nice to get out for 6 hours a day and talk to someone else, have a beer, and you're all in the same boat,
Absolutely.
Slide up the shit on the farm was going.
Well, you get to sport and you realise things aren't that bad.
No.
You'll all be going through a drought or a wet spell together, and the whole association's like that. It is built on community, and that's what we've got. And based on the community too, I'd like to touch on the sponsors again. To AFGRI, Great Southern Fuel Supplies, and to Delta, thank you so much for your sponsorship. We're so lucky to have you. To the umpires, And to all the volunteers that make days like today possible, we're very grateful. And the longer that we can keep it going, the better.
Yep.
You know, there's plenty of kids running around. I was looking at Auskick, and my young fellow was playing Auskick earlier today. And you know, there's 30 Auskickers running around there, and it's like bees on a honey pot. But it's so good to see, because that's what country sport is about. It's about community. It's about family, all getting here and enjoying it. So the longer that we can keep it going, the better.
Oh, we will. You know. Like I said, while I'm on board and while I've got the committee like yourself around, and for everybody other clubs, we've got the same goal. Same goal. It will be long. We'll be going for a long, long time with the good people we have in the IFA. But you know, we can't thank, like you said, the sponsors enough. Africa, Great Southern Fuels, and Delta Rag, and also I'd like to pay a big tribute to Johnny Douglas from Dartfish, and Rowan who's been filming here today. They put a lot of work in to make this happen over the years, over the last 2 years, to put us on the map a fair bit. You know, a lot. There's people watching from Canada, and you know, grandparents watching their kids play footy in Corrigan from Canada, and like today. And like last week, there was people from South Australia watching their grandkids that had come over here to play footy in WA in the Ongerup League, and that sort of thing. And not only that, put the towns on the you know, little towns on the map, like we did, I think, at Ongerup in the pub. That's a fantastic thing you guys have done there. And to John Douglas and his crew and Dartfish, we really can't thank them enough for that. You know.
Absolutely. And, yeah, what they're doing, and they're getting around community, and that's what it's about. But no, thank you so much for today, Jono. It's been a blast, and yeah, and hopefully we can keep it going, and we'll do it again later this year.
We will.
Yeah. And yeah, I think that's us for today.
Thanks, Rick.
Thanks, mate.
Pleasure doing it with you, mate. Very fantastic.
Thanks very much, and we'll see you all next time for the next time of country footy.